Okay, that was classical music of Bach. The one you spit when you say his name. You spit out his name, Bach. Bach. What's up today? It have been a crazy night, crazy morning. So I replanted a plant. It was drying out, so I wanted to give it some moist and a new soil. But you see, it can be hard for the plant during this winter time, and where the soil is not that suitable. So, yeah. I learned how to turn up the microphone. So, maybe next time, this time around, you can hear it very good. What's up today, my friend? I heard that from the Jewish language. You see, there is a root to different words. Truth and trust is of the same, it's the same word, same root of the word. Truth and trust, belief. They said that in English or foreign languages we have different word from each other. We believe that the fact, the truth, is the atheist, the leftist think that it is the opposite of belief. Trust and belief. What you believe in. But as far as I got it, it talked about our perspective. Always when you say something is factual, it's from my perspective that it's factual. So in any which way, you have to define what is fact. And I feel I lost it a little bit, but I will maybe come back to it. But it is interesting, I just mentioned it, that truth and belief is of the same word. It's in Hebrew. And they believe that Hebrew language is the created language, the God-made language. It's by these words, spoken words, that the reality came to be. And that is a great perspective, that what was spoken came to be. I have been into that before several times, that we exist pure by these pure definitions. The matter exists by pure definitions. And he was talking about either the truth is, the table here is fact, it's a fact, or it's only in here, or it is existing in a higher realm. So it never mind. It doesn't matter whether it is my opinion or it's just a higher level of consciousness. So that is something, my friends, you that listen to this, can explore, because it is similar to science. What science define in a minute scale, or in a bigger, broader scale, is out of this perspective that I define it, and who knows whether it exists or not. But we are creatures. We are human beings that are defining. We define everything that we see. That is our psyche. That is what we do. We speak out and define everything. That is mind-blowing in a broader sense. It is mind-blowing because we are not aware of those intrinsic qualities that we have within. That we are a walking, we walk and define everything. So we can't live without certain specifics that we define. Well, that is so whether we if we define something, it needs some relationship between me and the item. It goes by a certain relationship. And if I'm crazy, no other people will confirm it. You see, coherent. What makes sense? What is logic? It's kind of a consensus. What you and me and maybe others can agree on. That is the fact. So that's why opinions matter. Because the larger group that agree with a certain statement, the better that statement holds to the truth. But it can be just it's just imagination. It can be just our that I hear in my bewildered fantasy, that I hear that you agree with me. I'm in a certain sorry for that. I hear that you agree with me, but that is just in my own opinion. How would I know that you agree? I can't see it outside my own self. I can't see what you are dealing with without my own experience of that. I can see that you are doing something, but I can't really prove that you are agreeing with me. So the whole notion that the fact is scientific is also a belief system, and it will not hold. In the end, it will not hold as a fact. I have to think deeper on that. And it was interesting that this verb of this word of truth and belief is the same in Hebrew. It's the same root. Who would, in their wildest fantasy, dream of that? That the truth, the fact, the reality have the same root as belief. Only the Gentiles have split it apart. And this guy said, we are kind of a chauvinistic culture, we the Jews, because we say that there is only one truth. The Gentiles say there are many, many truths. There are a multitude of truths. But the Jews said it's only one truth. It's the Torah. They don't point at themselves, but it is kind of a chauvinistic attitude that they claim that the Torah, their Bible, is the truth. And here, when I'm agitating and debating and verbalizing, I hear that Bible, it's a fairy tale. Bible is something you small children. It's a fairy book for. It's a scary, bad book for for small children. But still, it's a fairy tale. It's invented. It's nothing to it. It's not even a documentary. It's all based on some men that want to dictate how the world should be ruled. That is a crazy accusation. That this Bible is written by men that want to dictate the world, the society. It's to manipulate the society. How screwed up is that? I have heard that many, many times. And God is an invention of man. It's a creation of man. Okay. You see, the leftist turn it to be the polar opposite. The leftists turn it to be the polar opposite of the fact. Lies. Lies, my friend. It doesn't hold. Lies doesn't hold. So that's why the Jews say the Torah is the truth. Scientific truth. And who knows? You see, as I before to that, everything we see, the matter we see, everything around us, even ourselves, it is, as Einstein said, it's kind of a vibration of atoms, and that may be true. It's a certain vibration scale of those atoms. But I will say, what we see is a radiant, the ability to see those things that we see, the matter we see, is some kind of radiation. Let me Google it so I can put the word straight. Radiance.
Radiance.
It's a kind of radiance of the light, of the force that is behind, that is creating all the time. Because my logic here is that time is standing still, and the radiation of that force is making everything up, like all the matters that is involved. That's since the time is standing still, it's the way that that radiation can continue. I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's kind of a logic to that. But my logic is not that fail-proof. I would like to have people come on this channel and prove me wrong. You see, all kind of sayings and interactions is based on that I have my saying, I have my opinion said, and you are welcome to attend. It's how it goes. It needs a recipient. What I say needs your ability to receive what I say. And if you understand, since I started, no one have commented on my tube, but my girlfriend. She is marvelous. She have a clear mind, and it's wow. Who wouldn't get to know that kind of brilliancy? I admire Eunice. I admire. It's kind of this higher level of knowledge that you would like to tap into in some way or form, if it's possible. So, as I said, the matter exists by the pure fact that this radiation, it's a kind of creation of itself. And you see, to go into the biblical pages, it's too deep for just a Gentile like me. I claimed that I was a double Jew, but it was kind of a funny way to say that. Who wouldn't be that? To receive the Torah from the God Almighty and be a recipient to that word that he gave. I think the Jews have failed again and again. That is my honest opinion. They need to get their acts together, and we are waiting for that. But I'm not waiting, I'm active. I will put verbs in my mouth to those recipients that seemingly haven't got a clue. But I think that they wait for the Messiah to come. And what is Messiah? Can't they be the Messiah themselves? Each and every Jew for themselves? Can't they be the Messiah? I heard a very secular advisor to a former prime minister in Israel. I didn't get to shake her hand. I bet she wouldn't do that in any way. But I heard, and I have recorded all her speech that day, that she said that the Jews have only one God or none. We have only one God or not. You don't need to be a religious believer in God to be a Jew. You don't need to be a religious thing. But she said something very profound I can't forget. That we believe that Zionism is each and every person. Here the Zionism is worse than Nazists. Hitler. It's compared with Hitler and the Nazists. But to be a Zionist is to claim independence over your own drive. Not by humiliating other people. She was a very wise lady. She said, she officially announced, where is it to find another Palestinian? Because it was all the attempts that Israel did was slain down. So she announced who would share this notion, and I will bring it shortly, that we are Jews and Palestinian. We have the same ancestral heritage. We can live together in peace, and we can respect each other cultures, rights, and not wage war against each other. Who can join me on that? It is just a brief, I may put it out sometime. It's some years I heard it, and there was none. For years there were none that could join her notion of that, until a teacher, what, a principal? Is it a principal? Headmaster, or he was a professor in a university in Jerusalem for the Palestinians. He said, I can join you that. But because he was officially accepting her notion of this sharing, the mutual equality that she was announcing, he was banned. He lost his job and everything like that. He was boycotted. But she said something I would love to say. We believe in Messiah. We believe in Messiah and Zionism, because those two go together. And to believe in Messiah is also believe that I can be the Messiah. Not like me, like a false prophet, but to fulfill what the Messiah was going to do. Crazy girl, crazy lady. And she was very clear-cut thing regarding the Messiah. So even she was a secularist, a leftist, even a leftist in Israel. And they are very strong, they are very bright people. They can convert the idea of Messiah not to be just a religious notion or belief. They can be their own Messiah to do something good to other people. The Messiah, he heals. He sees you for who you are. The Messiah is the righteous king, the judge that split right from wrong, and everybody feels that this Messiah is doing the right thing, even it's concerning them. So, as I have said sometimes here, please let me judge myself. It's a kind of that crazy notion that I want to be some kind of Messiah myself, to judge myself, to see if my path is on the right path. You don't need to be a religious, crazy believer in something fairy tale to do just what is right. So, beginning from this crazy thing that the truth and belief is just the same root. Can't you just believe in yourself to do something right, to say something good, to do something good to others? If you never told your children that you love them, do that, just for a change, just to be some change in your own life. And you can bring a great change in others' life. You don't need to be religious to just be good. As Mr. Hitchens and Sam Harris are saying, they are crazy atheists and they don't believe in the notion of God. It's okay. They are Jews, both of them. They are Jews, both of them. But you see, maybe the need of believing in a God are driving us away from the responsibility that we should take. If you have a dispute with someone you love, someone you are in a relationship with, go into it and be an honest, self-admitting guy or a girl. Admit to what you did harm. Even you don't see any mistakes in yourself, just admit, you are right, I'm wrong. It could bring a lot of change in that. The other one, it could bring great changes when we start to confess and admit and realize. That will make us realize something is on its way. So the Hebrew language brings the Spirit back. The Spirit, the Holy Spirit is in everything, my friend. Yes, that we have put him to rest by a twisted language, by a splitting of words, splitting of atoms. But let us join together. Let us believe in admitting to what is right. It doesn't need to be scientific proof, because the science is just a belief, and it can be true. So, my friends, I wish you a blessed day, God's blessing, and may you do the right thing. Okay, shalom.